Welcome, it's Michael Murray with Benzinga. I'm joined here today by Chris Jeffrey from Baker Tilly. Can you give us a quick general overview of Baker Tilly and the cannabis practice as a whole with what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. First off, let me say very excited to be here with you today, and thanks for taking the time. Uh, so Baker Tilly as a firm, so we are a top 10 advisory tax and assurance firm. So in short, we're an accounting firm, but the services that we provide go far beyond just kind of your traditional tax and audit work. So we're actually one of the largest firms with a dedicated practice within the cannabis space, and we're actually the largest firm within the accounting space to offer a full suite of services within cannabis. And so what that really means is that we offer audit services for our clients. And so, really, what that means is that we offer a team that specializes in serving cannabis companies, a team that really understands the challenges of running a cannabis business, and that can help our clients with, like I say, a wide array or a wide variety of services. And that includes things like bookkeeping services for smaller companies. We help our companies with M&A work. We help our companies with things like IPO readiness and SOX compliance. We work with our companies around cybersecurity issues, and we also work with our companies around things like CFO advisory services. So really what that means is that as a firm, we're able to scale with our clients as they continue to grow and really work with them throughout their entire life cycle.
Outstanding. I was actually unaware Baker Tilly was the largest accounting firm serving a full suite of services to the cannabis industry as a whole. Can you elaborate on that a little bit and walk through what exactly that means?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, and I think one of the things, again, that differentiates us a bit is that we really offer our clients a full suite of services within the accounting and advisory space. And so, even though cannabis is a significant and a growing marketplace, we've seen many of our peers, especially in the top 10, really wait to enter the space in as fulsome of a way that we have. So we really view the cannabis industry as important to us as a firm. And we really think that we're filling a gap within the top 10 accounting and advisory firms within the industry. And again, audit is really one of the main differentiators that we have in terms of services that we provide. So again, our priority is really helping our clients in the cannabis space grow and really work with them to help them succeed.
Interesting. And you mentioned you assist cannabis companies across the spectrum. What kinds of companies does Baker Tilly serve specifically?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So we're serving, of course, we're serving plant touching companies. So we're serving companies that are, all the way from, all the way across the value chain from cultivation to manufacturing to distribution to transport and ultimately to retail from a dispensary perspective. But we're also working with many companies that are adjacent to the cannabis space, so other companies that serve within cannabis. So we've got clients that are technology focused and serving within cannabis. We've got companies that manufacture devices and other components that are required within cannabis. So again, we're actually working with cannabis lenders. We're working with cannabis REITs. So we're working with companies really across the entire spectrum within cannabis. And that's one of the things I think that's really exciting about the work that we do.
Got it. Sounds pretty comprehensive. And what is your core competency when it comes down to this? What does Baker Tilly do better than anybody else?
Sure. So I really think there's two things that sets us apart. One is we're really able to scale with our clients. So as I mentioned, we're helping companies that are on the smaller side. So just those companies that are just starting up, and we're helping them with things like, again, bookkeeping and tax strategy and tax compliance work. And then we're helping some of the largest MSOs within the industry on things like, again, IPO readiness, SOX compliance, and audit. And again, one of the things that, or as I mentioned, the other thing that I think really sets us apart is that we are helping companies from an audit or assurance perspective, and we just haven't seen a lot of our competitors within the top 10 space get into that market yet.
Outstanding. Now, you briefly mentioned Baker Tilly's cannabis services. Can you elaborate on the key services that Baker Tilly offers the cannabis industry specifically?
Sure. We're helping companies become ready to list on an exchange and all the compliance requirements that come along with that, and especially those companies that have decided to become SEC registrants. So we're helping companies prepare for that work. Part of that includs Sarbanes-Oxley or SOX compliance. So we're doing that. We're helping companies with a number of other advisory services. One that I wanted to mention is many companies within cannabis utilize the Sage Intact software package, and we've got a team that is focused solely on Sage Intact, and that's another thing that we provide to the cannabis to the cannabis space. So again, it's a wide variety, and again, that's not an exhaustive list, but I'm certainly happy to help anybody that's interested understand all the different things that we provide.
Got it. Now, it sounds like you have clients across the industry, so I'm curious and I want to ask, where do you see the industry going? What's the future of cannabis, and what key factors are going to shape the industry moving forward?
Yeah, no, great question. And like many in the industry, I wish I had a crystal ball, but unfortunately, I don't. I think that certainly cannabis is in a little bit of a tough space right now, but I'm a firm believer that cannabis as an industry is here to stay. And really, what we need is we need. I think the catalyst for change here, or what will help the industry turn the corner, is are some changes at the federal legislative level, and I'm talking about safe banking or Safe Plus, or descheduling or rescheduling, all the things that everybody in the industry is talking about. But the way that I sort of view the industry is that it's really a rocket ship, and it's fueled. It's on the launch pad. There are we've got pilots in the cockpit, and it's really ready to go. And what we just need to do is kind of light that wick, and then I think we're going to see cannabis really kind of shoot to the moon again. And we just need that. We need something to help us light that wick, and I think that's something to happen at the federal legislative level.
Absolutely. Now, I think we're all waiting and hoping for those changes in the cannabis industry, of course. In the meantime, what is Baker Tilly focusing on to help cannabis companies solve their problems?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I'm really glad you asked. And one of the things that I did want to mention is that we are putting together and we have for the past couple of quarters, but we're producing what we're calling a state of the cannabis industry quarterly webinar. And so we're inviting really anybody who is in the industry, anybody who's interested in the industry to attend those and to really learn a little bit more about what's going on. And a lot of what we focus on is not just what's happening, within companies themselves, but also at the federal and at the legislative level. So we've included some segments on that as well. So if anybody who's watching this is interested in attending those, just navigate out to our website. It's just bakertilly.com. And then if you search for cannabis in the search bar and scroll about 3/4 of the way down the page, feel free to sign up for our cannabis resources and updates. So would love to have anybody who's watching this attend those.
Wonderful. Chris Jeffrey from Baker Tilly, thank you very much for joining us here today, talking about your practice and what Baker Tilly does. It was great to have you.
Thanks again, Julie. Appreciated the opportunity, and it was great to be on with you.